Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited. And I told myself I've given myself the time to calm down so that I can get myself together. But I am still just so excited. And I want to tell you why. I want to tell you what I have been working on and what I have been doing. Okay, so I have been working furiously. Well, first of all, you might know about my course, about the workshop. If you don't, go check it out. Hey, Leonard. Hey, cousin. If you don't, somebody that you love is pregnant or something, and you're not connected like you used to be to birth and things like that. It's something to really check out, and I'll tell you more about that later. But I want to tell you why I'm excited. Okay, so I have this workshop, right? Well, I do my homework. One of the things that I've been telling the women that they need to do is go back, reclaim your birthrights, go back, go back. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Shara. I think it's Shara. Hey. And I've been doing my homework as well. So I've been reaching out. And one of the things that I like to tell people more than anything is to remember that hey, Maureen, is that the knowledge that we have, that we've always been able to use and to utilize to maintain ourselves as people of African descent in this country was something that first it traveled here with us from the African continent. And so I'm doing my homework because part of the workshop involves people going back, asking questions that they need to ask in order, hey, Lauren, in order for them to have the information that they need. The bottom line is that all over the globe, there are those of us who are letting go of traditions that have been used to maintain us. It is fine for us to fight. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you. Nice head garment. Thank you. It is fine for us to fight in legislature. It is fine for us to say what is not fair. But I am a proponent, and I tell people all the time, there are some things that have been lost. Things just get lost sometimes. Some things that have indeed been stolen. But there are also things that we have willingly surrendered and willingly abandoned. We just let it go. We have just not cared. So because I'm Dr. Doula and I deal with birth a lot along with other stuff, I have been doing my homework. So let me show you what I'm doing, okay? I'll show you. Ready? Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can make this right. Do you see this wall? This is my wall, okay? Okay. Hablo español, estoy estudiando español, pero I think this is French. I don't know French. So, but this is the map that I have of Africa. I want you to notice the white dots there. Those white dots are exciting for me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because those are the places that so far I have connected with women, and they are willing to work with me to create, I don't even know how to call it, but there's research that I want to do. These women I keep asking, tell me what you know. Tell me what you know. Are you willing to share? Are you willing to do videos that I can share with other women of African descent in the diaspora, around the world? Are you willing to do that? And so far, these are the countries I have. Now, my goal is to touch every single one of these countries on this continent. I hope that you come and I can show you this, and it is just covered. But one by one, I'm reaching out to people. I'm saying, hello, this is what I'm doing. I'm a researcher. I'm researching birth practices and postpartum practices. I have these questions that I can send you so that you can see what kind of questions I want to ask. My goal is to share some basic traditions with women of African descent, especially in the diaspora, those especially in the United States, so that they can see, first of all, what I love saying and what so many others love saying. We are the same people. We're mixed in different ways, but we are the same people. And many of the practices that we no longer hold on to, guess what? They come right from the continent. When I was told that my grandmothers were bound up, they were down in the country somewhere in Alabama. That came from the continent. When my Aunt Hattie was telling me, girl, they had me in that room. It was so hot in that room. Well, the more I learned and realized, someone laughed at me today and they were like, you didn't know that? No, I didn't know how important. Okay, I knew, but I didn't know how important heat was to postpartum healing, right? I knew it, but I didn't make the connection between what was being done to the women in my family and what they were telling me, and it being African and it being indigenous. And so my goal is to reach every single country here, but I can't do it by myself. So I need help. So if you know someone who might be willing to share, if you know someone who, and let me be clear, okay? Because, hey, Naomi, I just talked to Naomi. Naomi is Kenyan, and we just talked for hours. And we just laughed for hours. And she is she's going to be my, she's the first one. And besides just being an amazing woman, just besides being amazing, she taught everything. It's so amazing to talk to someone and say, and this is what my mom did. And I said, huh? And she says that this is what my mom came and did for me. And I say, oh my gosh, that's what my relatives did that too. Because we are the same. We're spread out all over the world. Yay! The first, you ought to be honored. I'm so excited to talk to you. The thing that I told her the most, I'm most excited because as I ask these women, and I send them the questions because I have a list of questions that I ask. Hey, Dominique, I have a list of questions that I ask. And they say, okay, I knew some, but I had to go ask. I had to go ask my grandmother. I had to go ask my elder. I had to go ask someone. And when they tell me, when I see that they are just as excited, when I see they are just as excited to learn as I am to share it, that just does my heart so well. So once again, here is the map. I only have 4 spaces right now. These are people that I have reached out to. These are people that I've sent those questions to, that have expressed interest in sharing. Because here's the bottom line. The bottom line is there are so many things. One thing that I don't like, hey, GC, one of the things that I don't like and that I speak out a lot about, we're not bastards. People of African descent in the United States are not bastards. If someone can say that I'm from Italy, my lineage is from Italy and France and whatever, okay? I might not know specifics about things, but I'm not a bastard. I'm not an orphan. I have a lineage somewhere, and I might not know the specifics. But I was just reading somewhere the other day, they said when the Europeans went to Africa, they thought that they were just getting often Africans, like they were all the same. But they were collecting people groups. That there were 200 races of people that did not speak the same language. Okay, so I claim all of this. And the more that I study to prepare for this workshop that I'm doing, and the more that I study to connect and make even more resources for people, hey, Danielle, the more that I realize how much we have in common. Every single time I connect with someone, it's like talking to family, and there'll be nuances and things that are different, but it's like talking to family. So I'm going to tell you again, you see that? Those 4 dots, I have Ghana, Kenya, and it's in French, so whatever. Estoy estudiando español. No entiendo francés. But South Africa, South Africa, and Zimbabwe. And they're so excited, and I'm so excited. And I'm asking you, if you know someone who might have a certain connection that you want to share, ask them to go to drdoula.com and send me ask them to send me something on my contact form. That would be so helpful. I told my dad, I think last year, I was talking about things. I said, understanding where we come from, understanding who we are, understanding the purpose behind what we do, and making connections to that is like the gospel to me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's what I'm doing. We are not bastards. We belong somewhere. We belong to somebody, right? Now, how that's lived out and how we choose to do that, that's on us. But we do not have to live and traverse through this physical world as if we don't know where we belong or where the things that we do come from. And the things that have been lost and the things that have been abandoned, we can reclaim them. We can reclaim our birthrights. So let's do that, okay? Okay, I got 4 spots so far. If you can help me out, let me know, right? All right. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget about the workshop, SANKOFA Birth Ambassadors Workshop, starting soon. It is wonderful. By the way, it is so wonderful being able to talk to some of you guys. I love talking, connecting with people, and figuring out their heart and what they're trying to do with birth. So yeah. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye.